Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to give you solutions regarding IoT of week 4 assignment 4. So let's begin the video. So before that, please watch the video till the end without skipping. So if you skip the video, you will miss any answers if I change. So don't skip the video and watch the video till the end. Coming to the first question, choose the appropriate answer about the parameter that the sensor detects. So the answer for first question is option A, passive infrared that detects object, and ultrasonic sensor detects the distance of the object. So option A is the correct answer for first question. So mark option A. Coming to second question. In second question, in typical wireless multimedia sensor network deployments, what is the relation between the number of camera sensors and scalar sensors? So you know that always number of camera sensors are less than that of scalar sensors. That means scalar sensors are greater than camera sensors. So option B follows, that is S greater than C. So mark option B as correct answer for second question. And coming to third question, which of the following represents nanoscale? We know the word nano simply represents mu. What is mu? Mu means 10 power minus 9. So what is the answer? It is option C. So mark option C as correct answer for third question. And coming to fourth one, the next question, in molecular communications, what works as a mediator between cells and vehicles? This is the important part of this question. A mediator between cells and vesicles. So the answer is gap junction. That is option D. So mark option D as correct answer for fourth question. And coming to fifth one, fifth question, typically what frequency range do the nanonodes in a nano network operate or communicate? So they communicate in the frequency rate of terahertz, that means T hertz. That is option A. So answer is option A. And coming to sixth question, which of the following relations is necessary for establishing that coverage implies connectivity? So the answer for sixth question is option B, that is transmission range is greater than or equal to 2 times that of sensing range, that is T equal to 2s in short. So option B is the correct answer for sixth question. Coming to seventh one, in sensor networks, how many types of reporting exists? How many types of reporting? So there are two types of reporting. So mark option B. Friends, if you have any doubts regarding these answers, please message in the comment section, so I will try to reply for these valid queries. So these answers are 100% correct in my view. So if you found any incorrect answers, you can comment freely. So coming to our questions, eighth question, coverage algorithms are centralized, decentralized, localized. So we have to fit these relations in these two blanks. So we know that coverage algorithms are centralized or decentralized. It means distributed. Distributed itself means decentralized. So first one answer is, first blank answer is R. But there are two options which comes R first, that is C and D. So they are centralized or distributed and also localized. Localized is the compulsory characteristic. So or and that means coverage algorithms are centralized or decentralized and localized. So mark option C as correct answer for eighth question. And coming to ninth question, it's a true or false statement. The main objective of coverage in networking is to increase the lifetime of network with maximum number of sensor nodes in an area. This is absolutely false, because the main objective is to use minimum number of sensor nodes that will increase lifetime of a network. So option B is the correct answer for ninth question. And coming to 10th one, we know this diagram. In this given diagram, if nodes having same sensor range, here sensing range is represented as RS. RS means sensing range. S is subscript here. So what is the distance between them in case of optimal coverage? Same sensing range. So the answer is option C, root 3 RS. Mark option C as correct answer for 10th question. And coming to 11th one, true or false statement again here. Sensor nodes are capable of collaborating with one another. So it is absolutely true. So mark option A as correct answer for 11th question. Coming to 12th question. What device is responsible for collecting data from the sensor nodes and deliver it to the sync nodes? So the answer for 12th question is option C, data mules. Data mules are responsible for collecting the sensor nodes and deliver it to the sync nodes. So mark option C as correct answer for 12th question. In 13th question, in UAV networks, what topology requires one node from each group to collect the ground base station? Ground station or base station is same. So for 13th question, the answer is multi-star. In multi-star topology, it requires one node from each group to connect to the ground base station. So mark option B as correct answer for 13th question. Coming to last but one question, that is 14th one. In UAV networks, what topology supports multi-point to multi-point communication? The answer for 14th question is mesh topology. That is option D. So mesh topology, option D, mark as correct answer for 14th question. And coming to the final question of this session, that is 15th question of this assignment for M2M is a peer-to-peer networking paradigm and does not support cross-platform communication. It is absolutely false, because it is made in order to support cross-platform communication. So they gave not support, so it is wrong. So statement is false. So answer is option B. So friends, these are the answers regarding assignment 4 of IoT course. So I will come with new video regarding fifth assignment. So until then, keep supporting me. Be safe, be happy. Thank you. Bye.